Wow, I completely forgot the film in there, but sometimes you see some Walmart clearance that is just too good to pass up. Really need that invisible Donatello. So, putting up the bat signal if anybody wants to trade that. I have some Marvel Legends, or, you know, cash, if it's reasonable. We also got Last Ronin Leo, which I wouldn't have gotten if it weren't a good price and you weren't my favorite turtle. Just because I don't want to invest into getting the other three now. Alright, today's not actually filming at the sale day, I guess. But for the collection, a few Next Generation figures I didn't have. Lieutenant Worf. Pretty sure I don't have Beverly Crusher. I'm sorry, Dr. Beverly Crusher. And then, of course, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. And for that, I actually paid more than I usually intend to for Star Trek figures. $20 for the three. Usually try and be around $5 each because I'm going to pop them open like as soon as I get home anyway. It's not like I'm collecting them on card. And Next Generation figures like that are kind of in a similar vein to Power of the Force Star Wars, where it's just like, it's kind of worthless, and getting anything you can for it is probably the route you should take. All right, brick house pickup. These are actually going to be for resale just because I luckily have no desire to collect Four Horsemen figure obscura. We got Father Christmas, $45, and for $45 we got Ghost of Jacob Marley. Should make about 60. All right, wrapping up this really quick, I assume, video. Local comic book shop, BoomTube Comics, had a buy one get one sale on Marvel Legends and DC Multiverse, or McFarlane, I guess, and G.I. Joe Classified. I went there, I wasn't really sure what to expect. The Strange Tales wave was excluded from the sale because that just came out, which is understandable. Man, I was planning on getting something just to... You ever want to get something just so you could feel? You know? Like, you gotta get a deal just to feel, if you will. And I was gonna get some of the Zabu wave that I previously had passed on, but thinking I was gonna get it at a discount eventually. And then I saw that these two sets, one of which I already have the Colossus Juggernaut set, matched up in price. They're both $75. So for just under $80 out the door, picked up the Captain America 3-pack, Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury Jr. Not really sure why it's Jr. And Sharon Carter. I'm not really up to date on why he's called Nick Fury Jr. I don't think that was ever something I was growing up with. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with this pack. I do have Shield agents. I do have a bunch of them. It would be nice to round them out with some more Shield agents, I guess. Some official, like, higher-ups in the company, I assume. In the company? What is this? Anyway, but I also did not purchase these with the intention of just putting them on my shelf, so I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at eBay, see if I can make a little bit of money, because that's honestly what I do. Whether it's video games, toys, books, DVDs, you know, gotta provide for my family. And the collecting stuff, like, that's great, but I'm never going to really willingly take away from my family just to put some toys on my shelf, which I guess technically I have just by having all this shit on my shelf anyway. What I'm getting at is sometimes you're in collector mode, sometimes you're in reseller mode, and I feel like the video game community kind of gets that at this point. Like, it used to be someone talking about reselling in the video game world 10 years ago was like a big taboo. And now it's commonplace to the point where the people that would talk bad on it are the people that are doing it right now. And I feel like the toy world is probably a little bit behind in that regard, because I know a lot of people that I watch complain about people going into Target and grabbing up toys. And the reason I would complain about that is it's just not financially feasible. Like, if you look into the numbers behind going into a Target and getting a $25 figure to try and flip on eBay, you're spending $25 to make like $4 or $5, and that's just not reasonable. Like, that's a waste of your time. There are better things to spend your money on in the flipping world. Like, that's just kind of horrible. Anyway, I digress. Tangent over. Pick these up. Probably going to open them all regardless, because I feel like with stuff like this, I do better with multi-packs. I feel like I do better selling the figures individually than just selling the brand new figure, because there's a lot of people out there that just want a Juggernaut or just want a Colossus. Maybe someone out there just wants Sharon Carter, because I believe she is on the Black Widow body. So really good figure from what I've seen in reviews. Whereas, actually all these are on new bodies, so that's pretty cool. And maybe when I open these up and I'm playing around with them, maybe I will decide to keep them. That's a possibility. But like the video or hate the video, I guess, depending on where you stand on the reselling thing, because I think most of what I did get in this video is toys for sale. I actually don't remember what my first clip is, but I think it's like Star Trek figures. Those are not for sale, obviously. Sometimes you just need to shut up